It's finished. Wolves 2, West Bromwich Albion 3. Dave from Talking Wolves giving my thoughts on that performance today. Gotta be honest, feel completely sick to the stomach after that. The closer the game got, obviously this morning and last night, I was excited, nervous for it. Because we've all been waiting for this game for such a long time, and it was a game that on paper you feel with a full strength team, Wolves probably should have won or should win. Sorry, but form goes out the window. Big Sam has got West Brom playing. Even the phone agrees. Big Sam has got West Brom playing. Some decent-ish defensive football and grinding out draws and results for them. But yeah, that today just poor, really poor, and like I say, makes me. I still feel very, very sick to the stomach after that performance today. Look, Wolves played a 4-3-3 again today. Fabio Silva, everyone's quite surprised that he got the nod ahead of Cutrone. We saw Neto and Adama obviously return to the lineup. We saw Moutinho, Neves and Dendoncker with Sace at left back. Boly returning to the team next to Cody and Semedo at right back, Patricio in goal. Things couldn't have got off to a much worse start, and once again Wolverhampton Wanderers giving teams a head start. Boly didn't really need to go into the challenge, did he? Gives away a penalty. Look, I'm not going to discuss whether it is or isn't a penalty. It's very, very tight. Very, very tight indeed. I think, unfortunately for Willy Boly, what lets him down is most part of his body is in the box. His actual foot itself, which makes the challenge, you could argue is on the line or just outside the area. But I think because of his body position, that probably is what makes the decision quite easy for VAR. And for penalties like that, they're always going to back the official's original decision. Pereira scores, easy as that for them, 1-0. Just remembered after I finished recording as well, that Gibbs handball. What is that on? The ball has come to him and he's almost caught the ball. So I'm not too sure how that wasn't given as a penalty, by the way. Some of the refereeing decisions, Michael Oliver today was pretty poor overall. You knew straight away, like Wolves, it was typical Wolves under Nuno, where we're going to have the majority of the play and we were reduced to shots from range, but we just don't know how to break teams down. Full stop. And it's been a story for 4 years. Why can't we get a player in that formation at number 10? You're playing Dendoncker, who's like a box-to-box midfielder, with Moutinho and Neves, who just have zero pace or anything. Neves today was so poor, in my opinion. Moutinho did okay. I think he tried his best to drag the team through it, but he just hasn't got the physicality anymore. Why haven't we got a proper number 10? And no, I'm not talking about Morgan Gibbs-White. I'm on about a continental quality, continental competition quality, number 10, which we should have got last year or the year before, and we were offered that last year and the year before, and we turned it down. We haven't got a player to get the ball and drag this team through crap results and crap performances like that. And still, when you have a crap performance, it's so rare that we grind out results still. Like Manchester United with Bruno Fernandes. Okay, that is such an extreme example. But he just gets the ball and make things happen. And we have not got that whatsoever in this squad. And I get with the current restrictions, it's so difficult to buy anyone right now. But it's just... To say we're not doing any business is so naive. It wasn't good enough today. Look, towards the end of the first half, I was happy as Larry because we had turned it around. 2 goals sort of from scrappy set pieces. First one was really well worked by Fabio Silva. Nice little flick by Boly. Fabio gets his body about and does really well in a lovely finish. Happy with that. I think if we went in at 1-1 at half time, all to play for, would have been happy. Delighted when we got the second goal. Willy Boly scoring a goal. Again, similar-ish finish, just sort of rolls it past the goalkeeper. And happy days, but that 1-goal lead is so difficult. We had to go into that second half to try and get that goal. And it was just, again, a long set piece. We just did not defend the initial move very well from West Brom. We just didn't clear our lines very well. Eventually went out for a West Brom throw flick on, and Semi Ajayi heads it over Patricio. It wasn't just Patricio today. I saw a lot of players just almost stuck to the floor. Like they were so flat-footed at times, and that's what Patricio got caught with today with that goal. And then another penalty. I don't know what Cody's moaning about because it is a penalty. It is a penalty. And obviously Pereira goes and scores again. He's been struggling recent weeks, but I've got to say, he had a good game for West Brom as well. I thought Kyle Bartley was absolutely awesome. Just the passion and the aggression showed in West Brom a lot more than it did Wolves. We had zero urgency, zero fight, zero passion today. And, this result could have been so completely different if we had the fans there today, but it's not to be. We've got to play and compete with what's in front of us. And Big Sam, I don't understand. Big Sam has done us an absolute treat there. Just dreadful, absolutely dreadful today. The fact that I don't even know what to say. Look, in terms of individual performances, I thought Fabio showed in glimpses, especially the first half. He was good. Stupid dive, really stupid dive towards the end of the game. I don't understand how he thinks he can get away with that. With all the VAR and so on now, that's never going to happen. Stupid, really, to even try that. Adama was frustrating as anything today. He had one or two good runs down the line, but just so static again today, which is a shame because his last two performances, he was great. West Brom did well defending him, but it's so many times where we haven't got that energy, Wolves, at the moment. We haven't got that energy. Other than Neto, who I thought was quiet as well for most parts, and Adama, there's no real energy anywhere else in this team where you can rely on a player to pick up that ball and drive it 30 yards in front of him and drag players in and out of the place and start moves. We haven't got that creativity anymore. Look, we're conceding too many goals with this 4 at the back system. I know everybody, including myself, was calling for it. I think we've got to go back to basics. I don't know what the situation will be with Nuno. He looked so upset today and so I want to say not arsed. He didn't look bothered today. If he's still here, he could walk. I don't know if the board have put a bit of pressure on him. But I think we've got to go back to what we know. Get back to the back 5, a 5-2-3. Get Dendoncker in there in the middle with Neves or Matinho, and let's go again and try again because today wasn't good enough. Look, to be fair, we didn't concede a goal as such from open play. 2 penalties and 1 comes from a long throw. The fact that Cody got slung off as well is so surprising. He looked fuming about that, but shows Nuno, Sace is too good at the moment, especially with his presence, I think, in the area. He was too good to take out the team, and Aït-Nouri offered something a bit more attacking. So tactically, I think it makes sense. And you know what? West Brom didn't really threaten us after that. But yeah, to lose Black Country Derby, we went behind. It was poor to start off with, to turn it around and then just chuck it away. And we still had time to get back into the game if we wanted to, but we just didn't have enough. Catrone missed a golden opportunity towards the end of the game as well. But yeah, West Bromwich Albion get the 3 points against Wolverhampton Wanderers. And who knows what's going to happen. We've got Chorley next week. Hopefully, you'd hope, a chance to get back to winning ways in some capacity. But it'll be interesting to see what happens over the next couple of days or so with Wolves. Guys, let me know your thoughts on the match. I know plenty of you will be disappointed, very disappointed. Plenty of you may well want Nuno to go after that. We will be back with the final word tonight. I'm sure there'll be some passionate and some bad language, I'd assume, maybe on the final word tonight. But be sure to check that out. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, guys. Try if you can. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all soon.